Welcome back to Leyshon Park for the final quarter of the QFA Div 1 HART Sport Cup. Let's go to our men on the ground. Jack Barry and Luke Carroll have been out at the huge huddles. What do you got for us, gentlemen?
Well, it's all or nothing now. We're right down to the kill at the last quarter. For Maroochydore, it's lower your eyes, stay in the moment, and one-on-one. We've got to win our contests around the ground. Nothing stupid. Lukey.
Yeah, Sammy, he was really positive then. Just the last 30 minutes, got to make sure from the contest, got to get that first possession, get that overlap run, lower their eyes going to their forward line. They need to get the first couple here, throw some caution into the wind to really make a cracking game of it.
Got to put you on the spot, gents. Who wins?
I think it's Maroochydore. They've been cleaning with the ball when it matters most. For me, it's Maroochydore.
Yeah, Maroochydore, a bit more polish around the ball and being cleaner with their forward entries.
There we go, our coaching experts, Luke and Jack. Great job today, boys, there with Maroochydore, but it's anybody's game. It's a 7-point margin as I throw to my expert commentator, Danny Craven. Who's your call, Dan?
I think it might be back-to-back from Maroochydore if you're a betting man, but I tell you what, you've got to admire the heart and spirit of Noosa to date. And again, if they can win into the Breeze like the other three teams that won the first three quarters, they can win it. But I think Maroochydore for mine.
Awesome crowd, over 1,000 people on hand for this grand final, and what a cracker we've got, ladies and gentlemen. 7-point game. We wanted a close one. We got a close one. Keegan Mosley froze the ball, and we're away in the last quarter as Big Simo gets a tap down. Ainsworth dances through the middle. Quick hands out, but Sammy Four's there. He gets the hand towards Templeton. He's crunched by Lang. Ball gets smacked out there by McDonald, goes forward. Sturton looked like he was in the back. The umpire said play on. Hands out. I got the numbers, Noosa here, quick. Oh, this is McKendrick. He's got a chance. Goes left, goes right. Hill snaps around the corner. He's off target. And it knocked through for a point by Daniel Azufa, the skipper of Maroochydore.
Just looking there, Lambourne looks like he's been thrown forward for Noosa, so they've swung the changes into the Breeze. They know they've got to try and win this game. Massive kick from Zufa, past the centre of the ground. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Can Maroochydore make sure of this one as it comes back to Ainsworth? He fumbles. Rolly O'Dwyer, terrific work from him. Kicks it out to the coach, overruns it. Back to O'Dwyer on the left boot. Drives inside 50. It's all Noosa early doors in the first quarter, first stage, the last quarter. McKendrick gets it again. Maroochydore desperately trying to defend. Lockie Lang, quick little snap. And they've got the footy, they've got the numbers, Maroochydore, if they can use them, as Mitch Bond drives it out to the wing. It's a poor kick. Jack Lang can't quite gather. Harry Marr has been legged, and the free kick will go to Noosa Baz.
Yeah, free kick here. Noosa right in front of our central commentary box. A little kick down the line, not the best looking kick off the boot. Simpson, the big ruckman, gets it hands over to Ainsworth, who's been busy. He's closely tackled there by, looked like McKendrick. He thought it was out on the full, and the umpire didn't agree with him. And our All Finance Group umpires doing a fantastic job. Throw it in right in front of us. Big Simpson in the ruck there. Knocked down there by McDonald. Finn comes through. Zufa just smacks it forward. No one really there, and that looked like Gordon did a good job just to read that off the ball there. He knocked it forward, but no one's getting any clean footy. McDonald, quick hands outside. Here's Stack, got time to settle, square out in front. What an outstanding kick to Kenny on the lead. Tyler Stack, take a bow. That was as good a kick as you're going to see anywhere in this game.
Fantastic work. Noosa are up and about. They're up for the fight today. It's 2.5 minutes into this quarter. It's been all Noosa, and they have had another forward 50 entry and terrific kick, as you say, Baz, from Stack and Kenny. Terrific lead. Sturton right on his hammer. Good hands from him. The fella from Knox, he's kicked a couple this afternoon in the second quarter, and he just kicked his third for the day, has Liam Kenny, and he's put the scores into 70 points apiece. 10-10 Noosa to 9-16 Maroochydore. 3 minutes into the last quarter, and we've got the belter we were hoping for, Baz. There's no doubt about it. And Noosa are really coming and charging in this last stanza of the opening stanza of this last quarter.
And the scoreline's befitting how these two have played against each other all year. It's been close. Last time they met, Maroochydore had a big late charge against Noosa to come within two goals, and we've all locked up. Simpson gets the ball down towards Ainsworth. Ainsworth's been really busy. Simpson, he goes the inside out barrel forward. Doesn't really find anyone. Gale, quick hands inside over the top of Warren, but he follows up. He's been pressured. Warren on the left foot, snaps around the corner, and he gives Maroochydore the lead by a solitary point as he missed to the near side. And the ball will be brought back in again. Looks like Lasky will come to the commentary box side, looking for McDonald. Tacks the footy, takes a good mark on his chest in front of Simpson. Goes to a 2-on-1, that's dangerous. But not when it's Jai Fitzpatrick, because he's got all the time in the world. Swings onto the right. Looks inside for Delbridge. Positions himself well. Hands in there. That was Stewart who come through. Oh, the umpire's pinned him. He didn't have much time, but they've been hot on it all day, so at least they've been consistent.
There's no doubt about that, Baz. It's just the prior.
Lewis
prior rule.
Goes out to Simpson, slides in. The big fella covers a lot of territory. He'll give a handball to Zupa here. Zupa slips over at the crucial moment. Comes round on the left as the wind gusts towards us. Just a nothing contest there as Gale flew up against Bond, and the ball will be thrown back in as Boardman comes in and Hill takes a spell. Tyle Williams down in front of us, looking to come back on. Bandaged up like the mummy. Ball gets thrown in, centre wing. Tap goes nowhere from McDonald's. He takes possession. He might get pinged. No. Boardman hands to Templeton. He's got players all around him, and he's just set upon, and the ball will be thrown back in again. The pressure's been ferocious, Dan.
Oh, it's been a great game all afternoon with both teams gaining ascendancy at various stages. Noosa, to their credit, have really just fought back the last 10 minutes of the third, and the opening stanza now is Thorpe and McDonald go for the footy. McDonald, he's come into his own the last minute or two through the arms of O'Dwyer. Woods looking to get the football, and the umpire says, give it to me again, and it's a game of inches, gentlemen. 1 point the difference. Thorpe with the big whack to Woods. He gets barreled after he gets disposed of it. Jackson Ryan on it now. McKendrick, he's had a bit of it early. Out to Lockie Lang, the boy from Nambour, kicks it on the left foot into the hot spot. Who can take this? It's Norman in front spot. Jakey Warren there, who's ever dangerous, but it's cleared by Noosa. Just to the top of the 50. Who can win the 50-50 ball? Not O'Dwyer. McKendrick dives on it. Thorpe somehow ends up with it and just puts it on the boot, and it looks like he's just belted it over the boundary line, and he has. And Cody Thorpe, unfortunately for them, they've lost the football.
Harrison Marr, umpire says you need to come back over your mark, son. So Marr deep in the back pocket for Noosa, devoid of options. Left footer just punts it down the line. Needs McDonald to contest. Thorpe was there. Bond was there. They're all there. And the umpire's there as well, and he'll throw it up. Thorpe and Stewart will go at it. Thorpe gets a tap down. Bond's in there. He's been busy. Good tackle there by McKendrick. Umpire says play on. Ball gets hacked out on the left foot by Templeton, and it bounces right inside the line in front of our central commentary box position.
Centimetre perfect, Baz, that kick. Right on the boundary from Tommy Templeton.
1 point game, 7 minutes gone here in the last of the grand final of the HART Sport Division 1 Cup. Umpire tosses in. McDonald had his hands wrapped around Thorpe, might have been lucky to get away with that. Boardman just hacks the ball out of the contest, and we'll have a boundary throw in around the half-forward flank for Maroochydore.
So 1 point grand finals, 1 point positions in grand finals, Baz. Doesn't matter what stage the last quarter, the next goal really counts. And both teams, I think you can see in the way they're going for the footy, they understand that a goal buffer right now is really important. So they're fighting for their lives, both teams, as Tyle Williams goes in. The bandaged head. Philo had a quiet day by his standards. Better third quarter. Up. Fleming can't take it. Or is it Lewis? It's a free kick to Tromp.
Yeah, the umpire said Baker had him for too long.
Delbridge.
And Baker knew he just sprinted backwards to man up. Delbridge, about 55 out. Just chips it, sort of to no one. Big fly over the back by the young fella O'Dwyer. He was up as double his size there. He was a long way up.
He's having a ball, isn't he?
He's having a great time.
16-year-old out with a grand final, and they play with this natural lack of pressure because they're just thrilled to be out there, and that's the way he's playing this afternoon. So he gets thrown in, and we got McDonald v Thorpe comes down. Everyone wants a footy. McKendrick misses it. Philo drop, puts it on the boot. Can't get clear, and Tromp bundles it over. And Noosa will be happy with that because it keeps it inside their front half. And for another stoppage. And again, they know how precious this next goal is. It's 9 minutes into the last quarter. We're going to point the difference. Maroochydore leading by 1 point, 9-17 to 10-10 as Thorpe and Tromp do battle. Hill can't take it. Williams gives it, and Delbridge cops another high one. And he's been rewarded with another free kick, does Kent Delbridge. He'll go back. He's 55 out, kicking into a bit of a breeze. This kick important.
Bit going off the ball between Harrison Marr and Big Simpson. Marr's just really been getting under his skin, just pushing him and shoving him, and Simpson's not happy about it, clearly trying to unsettle the big fella as the ball gets stalemated in the forward 50.
Well, I've got a lot of confidence in Harry. Harry Marr's about half the size of Big Simo too, so it's a great effort from him, and it shows the confidence Noosa has in his defensive ability. Comes back down. Young Will O'Dwyer keeps it in. Kennedy ricochets. Finn with the football. Can't quite take it. The boys are keeping in. You can't run it out in this day and age with football. You've got to keep it inside the boundary. Makes it exciting. Ainsworth in the end. Flicks it out. Finn again needs to get rid of it. Does. On to Cumberland, the 17-year-old. Straight to Hill, however, and he gets another free. It's a third free kick in a minute to Noosa for a high tackle, Barry.
Probably lucky there because it appeared that he fended off with the forearm and he might have got away with them there. But anyway, you attack the footy and you get rewarded. Sometimes it goes your way as Hill just pumps it inside 50, looking for Kenny. Lambourne, quick snap, doesn't go anywhere. Templeton, it slipped over there at the wrong time. Was Holt. Finn knocks it forward. Jeez, no one can get any clean. High contact there by Jake Warren, and that'll be a free kick, and that'll go to Holt.
It's 4, Baz. 4 in a minute. You've just got to be a bit careful, Maroochydore. They're under pressure. They can sense Noosa's charge right at the moment, psychologically, and they're just going a little bit too hard at the body and not the ball, not reading the play right way. As Mitch Wood takes it half forward, inside 50, it's another entry. What can they do here? Comes through. It's Stewart, snaps. He's been all right, Stewart, big Stewart. Like a rover. Who's that on to? Boardman snaps. It's a check side, and he kicks the goal and puts Noosa in front.
Oh, what an outstanding presence of mind just to throw the ball in the check side. He was a good 35 out, and it come round beautifully. And for I think that's nearly for the first time since early in the first quarter that they've got the lead, and a handy lead, 5 points. It's not a lot, but considering they were 20 points down deep in the third quarter, they'd be wrapped with where this at, and they seem to have a lot of momentum. They seem to have a bit more run in the legs, but in saying that, Dan, we've gone nearly 12 minutes, and the game hasn't opened up at all. It's just a congestion, and it's which team can get numbers around the footy when it surges forward.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about that, but you just feel there's been that momentum shift. No doubt about it. Baz and Noosa have got that momentum as Big Tromphy and Thorpe do battle. Comes down to Tromp. Out to McDonald. Foul. Can't quite take the grab. Take the ball there, and they're going to pull the footy off there. Big Tromphy's yanking at the Maroochydore opponent, and it's a ball up. But it's a 5-point buffer, 11-10. Noosa to 9-17 Maroochydore in favour of Noosa, of course. And Maroochydore, I wouldn't say they've tightened up. They're chasing back-to-back flags here, Baz. It's an exciting moment for them. They're kicking with what's a reasonably strong breeze, but Noosa are making all the running.
Hill working really hard in close. Here's Templeton, the smooth movement. Templeton on the left, fires away a goal, and he hits the uprights. And the umpire signals one behind. They extend their lead by 6 to 6 points. The ball brought quickly back into play. Big Thorpe puts the Dukes up, just at centre half back, moves it quickly, looking for, can't see how that looks like.
Numbers. Fleming, I think.
Fleming out there. Just Boys, they do certainly seem to be making some fundamental errors. Here's Boardman, he's been busy. Stack been busy all day. Goes inside, looking for Lambourne. Ball just bouncing around, no one really attacking it. And the umpire says, hold the ball a bit. Jackson Ryan will take the ball just on the back of the square on the defensive side for Maroochydore as he swings it out wide. Looking for Zuffa. Zuffa on the left foot, bangs it inside. Looking for Norman. Good defensive there. Players everywhere. Gordon put his head down, went after the foot. He might get pinged for holding it, doesn't. Gets it outside. Stack again. What an outstanding game he's had. Boardman competing hard on the centre wing in front of the Heart Sports signage. Zuffa on that left foot. He'll go long again inside 50 to a contest. Scollard one out. Oh, what an outstanding mark. Took the footy to its highest point, dragged it down to protect it. And he'll kick from about 15 metres out, dead in front. And for someone that's kicked 100 goals this year, Danny, you think this should be easy as?
Well, yes, easy as, Barry, but maybe not on in September in the last quarter of a grand final when you're trailing by 6 points. And that just puts a heap more pressure on Mitch Scollard. Great kick normally. Daniel Zuffa, take your hat off. Those last two forward 50 entries, he's lifted his rating. His composure's been fantastic from a Maroochydore perspective. But this kick now from Scollard, real important, and he's drilled it. He's drilled the kick, has Mitch Scollard.
And we're locked up again, Dan. 77 apiece. What a cracking game of footy. And interestingly, I just looked down there, young Gordon cramping up. I reckon we'll see a few more start to cramp. It's been a big game. Lots of run, lots of pressure, lots of stoppages. And it could be the team that can go the distance.
Oh, no doubt, Barry. The scores are level, 15 minutes the last quarter. The best quarter of the game so far is this last quarter in terms of sheer closeness. Neither team can quite break the shackles. Scollard just in with his fourth goal this afternoon. Really important, but Noosa right back in the game.
4 out of 10. Good effort. McDonald and Simpson. Simpson gets up high, wins his own footy, hacks the ball inside 50. Noosa player peeling for the free kick there. The umpires have enough of that as Norman sees the ball over the line with Gleeson. And we'll have a throw in just inside the Noosa half forward. A lot of noise, a lot of direction. Crowd, coaches, players. The umpire throws it back in. Lang in the ruck against McDonald. McDonald's worked hard in the ruck today. Ball breaks out. Gleeson just chips it to Lambourne. What's he going to do now? They haven't got a lot of options. Kicks it out into the space, looking for Kenny, but the ball fell short in the wind, and Kennedy just mops up, chips it out towards Zuffa. Captain Reliable. He'll know that he needs to get the ball long and deep, and he does that as he goes down the line in the Norman direction. The ball will just go out of bounds in front of the Noosa punters down there in the wet area at the Yeronga Footy Club.
Just lifted his rating. Dan Zuffa, probably the best player in the competition over the last 5 or 6 years. Div 1 has really lifted the last 5 minutes, you've noticed. Can he lead his team to back as Simpson brings it down. Harrison Marr, his ball well smothered. Jackson Ryan, he's taken out, and in fact, it's a free kick. No, it's not. It is a free kick.
Yeah, the out-of-zone umpire, Keegan Mosley, come in there and said he's seen a throw, and he's paid the free kick.
Against Jack O'Ryan, so he's got better eyes than you and I, Baz, because he picked that one up as McDonald drives it right towards the box here. And it looks like it might be out on the full, and it is out on the full, and Zuffa, the recipient of the free kick, with the long left foot, he puts it inside 50. Probably on the wrong side for them to score easily, but it runs out, and that's a safe gamble. Puts it inside their 50 zone, 40 metres out. It's in that dead pocket.
Real opportunity now for their defenders to fold up and lock this ball in. Try and get a score as we're locked away at 77 all. We just approached the 18-minute mark in the last quarter. The umpire hurls the ball back inside. No, doesn't even get competed. McDonald just takes the ball out of the ruck, snaps it forward. Bond attacks the footy, as does Kennedy. Kennedy just chucks it on the left foot to the top of the square. Ball gets put down. Quick hands. Here's Norman on the left foot. Snaps away, but he snaps too far to the right. And we have a minor score. And Maroochydore now have a 1-point lead at the 18-minute mark of the last quarter.
Well, could probably be a telling point too, Baz, that one. It's really frenetic. Maroochydore 10-18 to 11-11. Just haven't quite made the most of their opportunity in goal, and hence the 1-point ball game. 18 minutes in, it's probably the most closely contested grand final we've had in recent times in the Div 1 competition, no doubt about it. These two played off last year, and it was Maroochydore that won quite comfortably this year. It's anyone's game. As Lasky, nice long kick into the breeze, but it's a mark to Maroochydore, is it? Yes, it is, the umpire says, and it looks like Pearson has taken that mark. Ryan, Jacko Ryan, kicks it inside, and Thorpe,
Just a big
where's
fella.
he come from, Baz?
He looked, I don't want to be disparaging, but he looked like the brother. His brother used to come out and clunk him like that, playing down there in the State League in Tassie, played at Hawthorn, I think. But he says, forget about the brother, I'm going to make my own name. I'm going to go back from about 35 out, and I'm just going to steer this one home. Let's see if he can do it. He's a big unit, 6'7", steady over the footy, casual approach, drops it on the boot. He throws the arms in the air and he says, get around me! As he extends Maroochidore's lead with a fantastic goal.
How good's that? How good's that? His teammates are saying, as Cody Thorpe, he's played half a dozen games for the club. He come up earlier this year, he's been injured. He's a threat, he's a tall timber. We haven't seen the best of him in this competition, but there's probably no more important kick from him as far as Maroochidore's concerned than at 19 minutes mark of the last quarter of a grand final. They move to 7 points clear, 11-18 to 11-11. They've got a breeze at their back. Can they hold on? Noosa need another charge forward. And I think the way they've been going, they're going to give it as McDonald goes up against Simpson. Comes down looking for Temple now. Simo's got it. Ainsworth, the stoppage specialist. Simpson again, they can't clear it. Azufa punch. They're all over the football. What's the umpire going to do here? Is he going to let play go on? I think he will, because no one can dispose of the footy under that intense heat. And as Jai Fitzpatrick hands the footy back to the umpire, Baz, and we have another ball up again. Simpson, McDonald, away they go. It's down to no one in particular. There's a free kick, someone hasn't got it. It's a Noosa player, and it's Jai Fitzpatrick. He's had a great second half as Jai, and he's going to go back and see what he can do into that breeze. It's a tricky thing. It's a good kick to McDonald, just short, retaining possession on the centre wing again. Next kick real important as they enter their inside 50 area. He's gone inside 50. It's a deep entry, a shallow entry.
Yeah, it looked like a mark.
It's
there.
a mark to Stewart.
Yes, Stewart. No. Kenny.
Delbridge. Kenny Delbridge, Baz. It's not. No, sorry. It's
Kenny.
not Kenny.
Liam Kenny.
Liam Kenny, mate. There's Kennys going everywhere here.
So Kenny, 45 out, dead in front. This is a huge kick. 7 points down. 21 and a half minutes gone in the last quarter. As he comes in, doesn't make very good connections. A bit of a sand irons. I seen a bit of a push out down there, and the umpire seen it as well. And that'll be a free kick to go to Maroochydore. It looks like Jace Kennedy with the footy deep in the back half. On that trusty left foot, uses the wind, punches out wide and deep. Scholar takes the mark. Long way from home for the Centurion goal kicker as he puts it out in front of young Jakey Warren, in front of the Heart Sports signage. He's in a bit of a foot race there. Noosa, and followed up with an outstanding tackle, and that was Riley O'Dwyer from Noosa, and he's paid it again.
You don't want to touch that footy in a hurry, Baz, because I'll tell you, if someone grabs you,
Warren plays on quickly, but the umpire says bring it back. You need to come behind your mark, but again,
gee, he looks dangerous, Thorpe.
He's got some confidence, the big fella.
Yeah.
And Warren will have the ball. He's just probably on the 50 arc, right on the boundary. In front of the groundskeeper's shed out there. We'll just pop it. Look for Norman, and the ball just fell over the back, and the umpire said, yeah, that's okay, we'll play on. Gives it to Stack. Stack was under pressure. Players, this is Fitzpatrick. He's casual. Ball smothered out in the far side. Warren around the corner, can't make good connection. Again, Noosa, resolute. This is for the coach.
In the back.
And there's a free kick being played by the umpire out there on the far side.
Hill.
And that'll be Hill who'll take the ball.
So they switch the football across the ground. Hill, they sort of need to take a little bit of risk. 23 minutes in the last quarter, trailing by 7 points, Noosa, as they take it through. Lux of Fortune. Mitch Woods gathers on the central wing. He goes forward to Lambourne. The man has been changed from the defensive half to the forward half. Zuffa can't connect it. Lewis can't take it. And he's bundled out of bounds by Mitch Woods, and the ball is out of bounds.
Probably unlucky not to get a free kick there, Woods. The Maroochydore player took the tackle right, and Woods took him to ground, and he just seemed to have dropped the ball, but easy from up here as Stack comes to the bench limping. Ball gets thrown in. Tromp in the ruck. Can't make connection. Where's Ainsworth? He's been busy. That's Bond. Here's McKendrick. Looked like he was tackled high, but the umpire said no. Ainsworth was the one that applied the tackle. He's been busy in the stoppages today, Ainsworth. Unassuming character, just gets it done. Simpson nominates against Tromp as Boardman comes onto the field. Simpson gets high, gets a tap. But it's Fitzpatrick that hacks the ball forward inside 50. Zuffa will lead the way. He's run down, and the umpire's hot on that today, and he's paid the free kick. This is young O'Dwyer, quick hands, gets it moving outside. Tip inside again to 4. And the coach gets the opportunity to have a shot. About 35 out in front of the John Pearce scoreboard here at Leyshon Park in Yeronga. And we tick around close to the 25-minute mark of the last quarter. And it's Maroochydore with a 7-point lead. 4 comes in, easy approach, makes good contact. He likes it. He likes it. The goal umpire's gone down, and he doesn't look well, the big fella. But he's going to get up. He's lost his hat. We're waiting, and he says it's a goal! What a fantastic kick from the boundary line by 4. And we bring the margin back to 1 point. 25-22 gone here in the last quarter. What a game of footy. We couldn't ask for a better grand final.
Oh, no, it's a ripping game, Baz, and what a kick and what a finish there by the captain coach, Sam Ford. That's what he's out there to do. He's a forward by nature, deadly around goals, and that was a terrific finish when his team needed him. 7 points down. And can they now get the next one and win the game, win the premiership, the 2018 premiership for the Div 1, QFA Div 1 HART Sports competition. To go up, Tromp gets a footy out of the ruck, bang inside 50. Here they come again, Noosa. Who's going to win this 50-50 contest? They're all going in for it. No one can gather it. Who's this coming out? McKendrick can't gather. Now it's Templeton, Fitzpatrick, the two classy boys. His heat's immense. Nelson out onto the wing, just drives it. Will the footy stay in? I'm not sure it will. It gets bundled over onto the wing as Brody Finn runs across looking for it as well. And we're going to have a throw in. Players are really cramping up, can't get back to the contact. So we've only got about 5 or 6 around this stoppage. Really important. Centre wing, Simpson, Tromp. On to Mitch Woods. Noosa looking a bit calm at the moment. Foul. He's lifted late. They've paid the free. They've paid the free.
Couldn't work out why they didn't pay the mark in the first place. But anyway, he's got it as he should. Foul. 4 kicks inside. Oh, it's a big specky. Oh, the umpire's seen a free kick. But it's gone Maroochidore's way. And the Maroochydore faithful, they've come down on the fence to ride their boys home. We've got a 1-point lead as we tick over 27 minutes in the last quarter. Jackson Ryan, he just wants to steady it down on the far side. Half-back flank for Maroochydore. Chips it down the line. That looks like Cumberland. Noah Cumberland's got the footy. He goes long down the line on the outer wing in the Schollard direction. Ball knocked over the line and we'll have a throw in. It's a 1-point game. It's anyone's game. You'd think it's going to at least go 30 plus, Dan.
Oh, you'd think so. The way it's the whole game, every quarter's been past 30 minutes. Bit early for Maroochydore to start slowing the game down and trying to hold that 1-point lead. They knew whoever scores next, I think, just about wins it. It's a goal to Maroochydore or a goal to Noosa wins this grand final today. As it gets flicked out across, it's right over on the far wing in the fading light. And it's going to be another boundary throw in. Both teams. It's a 1-point ball game as it's been for the majority of this quarter. Maroochydore just with that slender lead. Who can win this particular stoppage? Simpson can't take it. Comes down now. Kicked off the ground by Bond, I think it was, with the left foot. And the umpire says we're going to have another throw in. It's not deliberate, and it's now inside 50. And fair to say, Baz, a point here would be fairly important in one regard, but any score at the moment, as far as Maroochydore is concerned, and Noosa will look to get their hands on the footies. They go up again. Tromp v Norman. Tromp knocks it forward out in front of the coach. He can't gather. And in fact, it was Rude Gordon, I think, or it might have been Sammy Fow. But I don't know about you, Baz. It's getting a long way away there to read the numbers.
Yeah, precious seconds ticking away as we got 28:45 here in the last. Probably won't go much over 31 or 32 as the umpire throws it back in. Tromp and Simpson. Simpson knocks it down. Quick snap out of the pack by Noah Cumberland. He's kicked it out on the full, and it'll be a free kick to Lasky. The skipper, no, it's going to go to the young guy Gordon, who has done a good job considering he was cramping in the third. He's recovered well. He has got a lot on offer. He's got to go long. They need to surge it forward. Got a point to make up. Big fly there by Tromp. Couldn't bring it down. A lot of numbers around the footy. Umpires picked up, holding the ball. And it'll be a free kick. O'Dwyer goes quickly down the line. Oh, strong mark there. That was impressive.
Yeah, Connor McDonald, I think, has taken that.
Goes inside 50. Stakes it pretty high. Oh, O'Dwyer was up a mile. Couldn't take the grab. Ball at ground level. Stacks on the middle. They're fighting everyone. There's a bit on the stake here, Dan.
There's a bit on the line,
Jeez, even I'm getting excited.
Absolutely. Well, it's just about to tick into the 30-minute mark. It's deep inside Noosa's forward line. They're 35 out from goal. The ruckmen go at it. Who can deliver the winning score here for Noosa? It stacks on the mill again. The umpire, bravely and wisely, says, give it to me, boys. I'm not going to decide this grand final on the back of my free kick.
Pressure's on the umpires here. 30
Absolutely,
minutes,
Baz.
30-minute mark. Could we have a draw? Could we go to overtime? Is the big thump from Simpson there, knocks it in the way of Cumberland. Tackled by young O'Dwyer, who's been outstanding today. It's a foot race. No one can get the ball clear, just knocks forward. Good take there by Hill. On a free kick, Noosa's way, play on quickly. Ball goes inside 50, numbers everywhere. Lambourne's got to run at it. No one can take the mark.
Real important ball, Baz. Real important balls. Maroochydore overrun by Sturton on that occasion. Bond gets it out. Who can gather next? It's on the wing. Time is precious. Fow, the captain coach, he's lifted this last 10 minutes. He's been terrific. Sturton gets it. Gives it again. Bond can't collect. Someone must gather a clean ball. It is. It's collected by Lewis. He drives it forward, but Noosa are everywhere. It's 1-on-4. Big Thorpe, he can't gather. On to Lasky. He drives forward. He's found one spare. And in fact, he's got a free kick. And it's been passed down. And Riley O'Dwyer, the brother of Will O'Dwyer, has got it 60 metres out, Baz.
O'Dwyer goes long to the top of the square, a thumping kick. Who's going to take the mark? No one, ball brought to ground. This Kenny fumbles when he shouldn't have. Quick snap by Woods. Hands around the corner for Fow. He blazes away, can't find anyone. But Big Simpson's there, the ruckman. Quickly moves on out of the back line, looking for Jackson Ryan. Ball gets spoiled. And there it is! Maroochydore! 1 point winners. What an outstanding game of footy. You've got to feel for the Noosa players. They're absolutely shattered. They look done and dusted. They found a way. The ball's inside their forward 50. But full credit, Maroochydore, they hung on as they stampled down the fence. Such is their desire to get onto the ground. Wow, Dan, what a game of footy.
Oh, magnificent. What a close, exciting tussle. Haven't seen something like that in Division 1 or community footy in recent times, Baz. Grand final. It's back-to-back premierships, Maroochydore, in what could be described as the most exciting fashion possible. Deep in Noosa's forward line for the last 2 or 3 minutes of that quarter. They just couldn't get a score. They tried with all their might. They drove inside 50. They threw everything at Maroochydore, and the Maroochydore defence held firm. A wonderful, wonderful climax to what's been a wonderful 4 quarters of footy this afternoon. And you've got to feel sorry, as you said, Barry, for the Noosa Tiger team. They've been valiant in defeat. They've been wonderful. And in a game where they looked lost and gone, in the third quarter. Late in the third quarter, 20-odd points down. They fought back, and to be beaten by a point in the grand final is nothing much more cruel than that, Barry.
If I put my footy ops hat on, I couldn't have asked for a better finish. A 1-point game, promotion relegation, second year, just shows we're on the right track. And wow, I can't believe that. That was outstanding. They had their chances, Noosa late, but Maroochydore, top of the table this year, the minor premiers, so you could say they were certainly deserving, but Noosa lost no fans, but they'll be disappointed. 2 years in a row they've come to the big dance, and 2 years they've gone home without the trophy. So. But that brings to the conclusion our commentary here today, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you've enjoyed it. What an epic game of footy. Noosa 12-11, 83, gone down by the slendest of margins. Maroochydore 11-18, 84, our 2018 HART Sport Cup Division 1 premiers, the Maroochydore Roos.